Good afternoon. I'm Captain Hughes, United States Navy, retired. I serve as chaplain for the United Veterans Council Funeral Honors Team, a team made up of volunteers, all veterans of the armed forces of the United States. President John F. Kennedy once said, "A nation reveals itself not only by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors, the men it remembers." But all too often, we fail to remember, we fail to honor. As the poet said, God and the soldier we alike adore in times of danger, not before. The danger past and all conflict righted, God is forgotten, the soldier slighted. King Solomon of Israel, the writer of the book of Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament, wrote, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to uproot, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to tear down, and a time to build, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones, and a time to gather them, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain, a time to search, and a time to give up, a time to keep, and a time to throw away, a time to tear, and a time to mend, a time to be silent, and a time to speak, a time to love, and a time to hate, a time for war, and a time for peace." And now the time has come to pay honor to a fallen comrade, Eugene McDonald, a fellow veteran, to remember him because he deserves to be remembered and to be honored. Gene, as he was known by his friends, was born on September 27, 1935, in Canton, Texas. He passed away in Nice, California, on October 26, 2011. Gene was a veteran of the United States Navy. Although he did not have family nearby, he had a wide circle of friends. He was known in the community for his friendly disposition and willingness to help others, especially those who had helped him. He had very little in life, but was more than willing to share what he had with others. He loved people and his pets. We veterans are assembled here today because we believe all veterans deserve to be remembered and honored for the service they rendered to their country in the cause of freedom. William Shakespeare, in the play Henry V, first called soldiers a band of brothers. And we honor Gene even though we didn't know him, for all veterans are part of the band of brothers, brothers in arms. All too often, it seems, we are called upon to say a sad farewell to a fallen comrade. As the years roll on, we too will have finished our fight and shall be laid to rest. Until then, may we so live that when our time comes, those we leave behind may say of us, as we say now, of this departed comrade, "He was an honorable man, a staunch patriot, a faithful defender of freedom." Let us who remain remember that freedom is never free. President Ronald Reagan, who said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction." We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. As we close, let us remember the counsel of another warrior of long ago, King David of Israel, in the beloved 23rd Psalm. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." Amen.
10 up. Report arms. Safety's off. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Present. Arms. Detail. 10 up. Port arm. Present arm.